Hey, this is Kevin Douglas, playing some vintage. We're playing Aggro Shops, and it looks like we have a pretty good hand um, with Workshop, have Thorn, have Sphere, Tolarian Academy. We're definitely going to keep this. So we're going to go ahead and lead with Workshop, obviously. Cast our Sphere. We'll see what our opponent's playing, but next turn we'll probably run out the Thorn. So our opponent, Rub My Potato. Not sure what they're on yet. So they're lead out with library, draw a card up to 8. They're probably going to need to discard there. Kind of surprised they did that on their turn. Seems like they could have waited. But I mean, discarding a Flusterstorm, that's probably not bad for them. So I think we'll run out this Mox Sapphire first, and then the Thorn. And that's going to set us up nicely for next turn. Let's see, we'll have Tolarian Academy. And one, so we're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll have enough mana to cast our Precursor Golem. And hopefully with Sphere Resistance and Thorn out, that's going to be enough to just kind of lock them out of the rest of the game. I might be able to run like a few mocks together this turn. So they're going to play a Flooded Strand, sack it right away, go and fetch a Volcanic Island. Looks like we might be playing Jeskai. Some sort of Jeskai control deck. Maybe just blue-red. So it kind of tells me they don't have any mocks in hand. Otherwise, it seems like they would have cast it. They're going to leave mana up, though, maybe for a Force of Will. So I think I'll lead out with... Lodestone Golem. I think I'll lead out with a Precursor Golem. If they do have a Force of Will, then we'll have a Lodestone Golem next turn. So actually, I don't know what I'm thinking about. I have 2 Sphere effects in play. They're not going to be able to cast. So I think we're just going to go Lodestone Golem here. What am I doing? So I need to run out the Tolarian Academy. Sorry, I got thinking there. Yeah, there's no reason to save that. We should be able to swing with the factory this turn. Start getting in for some damage. Now we've got 3 of those Sphere effects in play. I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to come back. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and go to sideboard. Kind of playing a Jeskai deck. I think Winter Orb looks good. I don't really think we need Grafdigger's Cage, Tormod's Crib. Sorcerer's Spyglass might be good against like Jace the Mind Sculptor. Might also catch him on some fetch lands. So that's going to be a maybe. Let's see what's not good. Probably Null Rod's not good. I think we take that out. So we do have 2 additional spots. I think Sorcerer's Spyglass looks good. Could be aggressive with Porcelain Legionnaire. Let's see if there's anything in the deck that is just not good right now. No, I think that's gonna be pretty good. So pretty quick game 1. We were fortunate enough to be on the draw, have a couple sphere effects, drew into that Lodestone Golem. We're going to keep this. It does have a workshop. Plenty of mana to play this Trinisphere. So we'll see if it gets Force of Will. Alright, so Underground Sea. So looks like maybe it could be like Grixis Thieves or something like that. Grixis Pyromancer. So if we're able to resolve this Trinisphere, it's going to make this young Pyromancer a lot worse. A couple of Phyrexian Metamorphs. Could put those on the Snare Thopter eventually. So I want to think about how I want to cast these. Definitely want to run the Lotus out before I run the Trinisphere out. Everything else costs 4 or more. And I think what we'll do is run out the Snare Thopter and just start racing. So they have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, there's the Force of Will. They're going to get a token. So we'll run out this Snare Thopter and hope that with the Phyrexian Metamorphs we're able to kind of win the race. I'm kind of tempted to maybe use Ghost Quarter next turn to take them off some mana. I'm not sure what basics they're running. But for instance, if they're not running like any mountains, having the Volcanic Island might be fine. They're down to 1 card. Unfortunately, to Ponder, it's going to be able to trigger both of their young Pyromancers. So next turn, they're going to be swinging for 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7. We're going to be swinging for 6. We're going to get them down to 8. And then we'll have 9 on the following turn. So unless they can kill us next turn, they're down to 1 card. We're not totally out of it yet. So there's an Ancient Tomb. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. We could actually cast both Phyrexian Metamorphs this turn. But that's going to cost us 8 life. Bring us down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we need to do that, especially with haste. They're already on a 2-turn clock. So I think we just run out Ghost Quarter. Phyrexian Metamorph. We don't need to pay life. They do have flying, so they're not going to be able to jump with their tokens. And then we just kind of hope that with the 2 cards they're going to see this turn that they don't have a way to deal with this 3rd Phyrexian Metamorph. I didn't look and see if they actually... So they cast Ponder. They drew a card. They chose not to shuffle. So those a swing in here. And then with 2 cards in hand, they'll play Black Lotus. And I'm kind of hoping they play a Jace here and bounce. Because we have the mana to recast it. But there's an Ignet Chewer. Yeah, so that makes me wonder if maybe leaving that Ghost Core up was a bad idea. Yeah, I kind of got a little bit distracted. So we have the Phyrexian Metamorph. Fortunately, what we kind of have to do now is go on the defense, and we might have to leave these Snare Thopters up to block. They're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I swing on with 1. And then block the Ignet Chewer. And trying to think if there's any way that I kind of get out of this. So I think I'll let him draw. I'm going to Ghost Quarter here. See what kind of basic they get. Yeah, Island. I'm not sure if it would have impacted the turn last turn. I mean, they might not have gone for a mountain because they already have the red source. They're going to have to go to combat here. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I just have to block a token. Hope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then just hope that they don't have anything, relevant in their hand. Okay, so there's the match. So kind of an aggressive build of shops, running these Snare Thopters, Duplicants. It has Chief of the Foundry, Foundry Inspector. So not your typical shops build, just like a 5-0 list that I saw on MTGO. Thought it was kind of interesting. And yeah, it's just able to go pretty quickly. So definitely an aggro deck.